What's up, YouTube? Mr. Llama SC here, and today we're going to be doing the Fire Druid through Nightmare. This is the Let's Play, guided playthrough, whatever. I think I'm officially just calling them Let's Plays, but you know, we change our mind every single time, don't we? So, we're going to be taking this Fire Druid through Nightmare now. I think he should still be able to do pretty well in this place. My biggest fear for this character, of course, is going to be in Hell, but with all of the changes that they've made to the fire tree there on the Druid in 2.4, I think that he might actually be capable, a little bit stronger, a little bit better for this. So, with that being said, let's dive right in. And I will very quickly just discuss a little bit about the character, where we're at, what we're doing. This is our current build right now. We've maxed out Fissure, and we're dumping kind of Firestorm still. At some point here, I'm definitely going to want to put more into the physical skills right here, because I think those will just be very helpful to have for when we get to more fire immunes and things like that a little bit later. Our gear, we have Leaf, we have one Molten Boulder Firestorm Hawk Helm, so that's pretty nice. I believe we found that pretty early, so it would get 2 open sockets, and we could make a lore in that. Just a random FCR, Stealth, Blood Fist, FCR with dual res, nothing, FCR with 9 mana, and we never got boots. Also, of course, we have our teleport staff. And then just some random charms here. So, the first thing that we can do is just go shop some booties. 33 cold res and 24 fire res on the belt. Pretty easy upgrade. 33 cold res. Pretty easy upgrade. That helps. If we want, we can look for some FRW boots as well. 30 light res, but it's a light belt. You know, you can look around. Blue booties, yeah. So, alright, we'll keep rolling out here.
Ooh.
Thank you, Leo, Drake, and JJ Juice. Appreciate that. And now, something again to note on this character is we really can adjust the player count. So remember, you can go players 1 through 8. I'm going to go players 5. Right now. Ooh, that's a good night, Bombastic. I'm going to go players 5. And we'll just try it out. Because again, we're level 36 in normal right here. This character is probably the strongest character for PVM. Like level 12 and kind of through some of this area. A single point in Fissure can just murder like players 8 content. So that's something. And then of course we have this Leaf Staff. So this is why right now we're running like no shield, because we get the +3 to fire skills. Eventually, when we want to be a little bit safer, we can shift over and put on a shield, right? So, and especially if you're playing hardcore, soon you will want to shift over and do that. I'm also going to re-enable Quick Cast for this character, because I was kind of enjoying Quick Cast. I think it's really decent for this character, actually. And we can put our Armageddon on as well, as Armageddon's actually pretty nice. Thanks, J-Juice. Quick Cast is this thing right here, where you can see all of the buttons right there. So now I don't have to shift it on to use it. I just literally push whatever button, and it's a great way for all of those. And the reason that I like using it right now is I think it ends up working really nicely for the Fire Druid, because now with the global cooldown kind of gone, he has so many skills that you can use at the same time. So ends up just being super, super nice. I don't like quick casts for a lot of stuff. And it's kind of breaks a little bit here and there on certain characters. But, you know, I don't know. I don't feel like I need it on every character. But on this character, where there's so many skills that you're using at the same time there, it feels... feels right. I mean, there's literally 5 skills that I can use in a matter of, you know, like a second. I mean, minus the time it takes. So, and it also gives you, you know, like a look at you know, when you can recast something and blah, 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 whatever, so. So it's a very interesting skill that I think works pretty well. Use static more often now with quick cast? Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it shouldn't be used. You know, I think it definitely has great use cases. But I don't know, I feel fine not using it for a lot of stuff, but I felt like on this character I really wanted to try it, and I really like it.
I really need to see a playthrough of an enchant sorceress without teleport. Can you make a poll about it?
Why? The teleport is so necessary. You seem to fail to understand that a sorceress without teleport is a terrible character. So bad, actually. Can buy a TP staff for it. Ugh. But, I mean, the damage output on this character, now that you can cast everything, is just so much higher. It's insane. It really is one of the wildest changes. Use it now on every class. I mean, it's... I can understand it. I'm very used to the old way, and I like the old way still for a lot of stuff, but I can definitely understand anybody who says, I'll just keep using it. Flickering Flame would be best base on this build, but finding a Vex rune is, you know, not going to be easy for a guided playthrough. Let's get a little bit of strength, and then Volcano might be one to go for, because it increases our fissure damage, which is really nice, but also we get more physical damage out of that. Increases, yeah, I think Volcano, because look, it increases damage here, here, and here. So we'll start boosting that. That looks good. Danikar, thank you.
A tier 1 sub to Wesseliner Menchev.
That's very sweet. Yeah, we'll need some physical damage as we get into later Nightmare and Hell. That's going to be a big piece of our character for sure. Is this stronger than wind? I mean, early on it is. Later on, wind probably still wins out, but...
The extra minus 10% fire res and plus 5% fire dam from a Ravenlore with facet beats of Flickering Flame even in a GG base.
You think so? I was assuming like a +3 volcano, +3 fissure works better. It's also nice though because you get holy fire, which helps your mercenary out. Or no, it doesn't. Sorry, it doesn't spread. Helps you out if you're Fireclaw, I guess. Am I rich in ladder? Not really. I mean, I've got some stuff, but I have to pay some stuff back still. And then, I don't know, I spent more time focusing on grinding 99 than, like, acquiring wealth, so I've got, you know, a few racks and things like that, SOJs and whatever stuff, so it's not like I'm broke, but ooh, we do love champions here. Oh, you're right. It is resist fire, not holy fire. So that resist fire actually is helpful. Right? Isn't it resist fire? Like level 8 or something? I'm just gonna save Kane. Open socket? Nah. So yeah, eventually here we'll replace 3 to fire skills with Spirit Sword. So we'll lose 1 skill, but we'll gain FHR, FCR, blah blah blah, and the ability to have a shield, which will be really nice for us. Oh wait, down there. Okay, that's fine. We'll go like this. The clone just spawned on hardcore? Wow. Come here, Arcane. Okay, we'll keep bumping Volcano here. Though I also do kind of want to bump Armageddon because Armageddon is insane. I mean, look at the damage that it's actually outputting. This is like Players 5 and Armageddon's having a good time, man. It's wild. First time clone? No, they cloned him before, I'm pretty sure as well. Superior Hawkhound? What's their one?
I can't carry
Oh.
anymore.
Come on, baby. Take from... What? What does that even mean? Like you're stealing from bots? Go for it. Oh my gosh. Dang, man. Not for this build. But 1 to summon Grizzly almost makes me want to use it just to save all the skill points we have to get down to summon Grizzly. Well, it was very nice though. Very nice. Rain down, Armageddon. Oh yeah, go ahead and swipe stuff. Sounds fun. Get him. Alright, let's find the tower. Rolled a 1 bow. Ouch. Oh man, I really want to go, but I think Volcano still just makes more sense, because Volcano boosts the damage of our Armageddon as well. Oh no, it's a river map. Oath, you can try Lawbringer as well. Unbending Will, potentially. Put it in like a good base, assuming you're on ladder. Offline, okay. Yeah, Oath or Lawbringer are the two that I would say. Grow a beard back, please? What's wrong? You don't like El Mustachio? Sure, Disrespect wears the mustache and everybody's like, cool mustache. Llama puts it on and everybody's like, grow the beard back, please. Okay, so remember, we're looking for spirit runes. Additionally, a spirit sword if we don't have one already. Now, of course, we can always go back and do players 8 cows and just look for a crystal or broadsword there. But we also should be able to find one, in my opinion, just down here. Shouldn't be too crazy difficult. So we're just gonna look for... Ouch. We're gonna look for a broadsword, because a crystal sword at this point might get 6 open sockets. Get it, Dad. Am I eating? Yeah, I got decreased players count when I get to Countess. So slash players. And remember, it's okay if you just do it right before you kill her. That is the thing to remember. Just don't kill the Countess on players higher than 1. Just found your first burr and trav? Nice. It's huge.
Good day.
Okay, we'll go back to players 8. Or up to players 8. I'm feeling pretty strong. Killing the Countess at a higher player count than players 1. Ooh, summoning.
Not in town.
Let's see what I have. Ral. I don't have a jewel. Okay, we need a jewel. I just sold one, I think, actually, right? Try and craft a caster Ammy. See what we get. Okay. Well, we hit 18. So we hit the FCR, but nothing else. Still better than what we have. But level 48. Ja just dropped in the pit. Dang, man, it's raining high rents on the subs today. It's not that the Countess drops worse loot on a higher player count. It's just for her rune drop. Her rune drop is a special drop. And just the way that it functions. Okay, volcano. Is it essentially will drop kind of after her regular drops. So let's go strength again. So we went volcano and strength. I'm just going to keep maxing volcano here. And I just wanted to get up to a little bit more strength. I like to generally be around like 45 to 60 strength, something like that. Why is my stream only 360p? It shouldn't be. Is your internet struggling on your phone right now or something, maybe? I'm looking for Tal, Thol, or Am. And or whatever. Ort Soul. Also sounds really nice for lore.
Moo.
Thank you, Voxy. So, kind of figure out between those. And additionally, you know, it could be nice to find even another like soul rune, Raltir Tau Soul. Then we could try and make... Thanks, Voxy. Then we could try and make like an insight for a mercenary or something, maybe. Could try some stuff out. Ouchies. Refreshing worked. Perfect. Remember, if you're ever having issues, another in Volcano and another in Strength, turn it off and on again. A Crystal Sword is 43 Strength, the Broadsword is 48 Strength. So if I'm going for that Spirit here, I want to have one of those. So that's what I'm kind of aiming for. Okay, and we'll go players 1. And now we'll kill Countess. Amron, nice. Okay, helpful. That's right, Vindy. Oh wait, I already had an Amron. What? Where do we find that? Oh. I guess I forgot that I already did cows and got a Crystal Sword and an Amron. Well, we still need another Ral, Tal, and Thul rune, it appears. That's right, we did the cows. Come on. That'll work. And we're back up to P8 again. Because again, this character can just handle it. And leveling up early is always so good. It's true bombastic. Tal, Ral, Thul. Though the main focus I'll really just have is on the Thul rune. Since we can do Act 5 barbs for the Tal and Ral if we really want. So not as big of a deal there. Can't wait for Throw Barb. Throw Barb guided playthrough will be interesting. War Spear back there? Yeah, but you can't make insight in a spear. That's infinity. Did I? Yeah, I did the Barb Act 5 quest in normal. I'm pretty darn sure. I think that's where that Tal and Ral and Ort came from there. Elrune. Never seen comets falling before in a tower? They're falling through the windows. The underground windows. Do you think physical damage increase should be a set to enhance the physical damage of spells? I mean, it would be interesting. See, there's a broadsword. This would get 4 open sockets if I socket quested it. Since I already have the crystal sword, I don't need it, but let's see where I get plus strength from. I mean, I think it's one of those, you gotta buff other stuff first, you know. Okay, we just have 1 point in strength. It's like, you're really gonna make spells even stronger? Is this game 1% PvP? Never seen anyone do that. I just did some PvP on my channel. !YouTube. If you wish to enjoy some. And we'll go back to players 1. And really just want that Thol rune. Soul would also be very nice though, of course. Ort is not the worst because we can use Orts to cube. I actually really enjoyed it. I think I'll do some PvP today actually. Okay, so now you can cube Orts up. But we do need one more Ort. Technically. For Ralort Tal and stuff. Though we get that later. We could either do a couple more towers or move on at this point. Am I wearing socks today? I am sockless. This is sock-free stream. Yeah, so we can make our spirit, but we don't have Lorehelm, which isn't the biggest deal, but it's something. And then we can get that Summon Grizzly. I think I will just put it in that helm. So going for Soul Rune does seem nice. I mean, Volcano is a synergy to Molten Boulder, so I kind of don't mind buffing it just to... Volcano synergizes with Fissure, Molten Boulder, and Armageddon. So it's really nice. Try and get a little, you know, good damage boost. Yeah. I was gonna do that for sure. I was gonna do it when I got to Act 2. Just useful for ancients and stuff as well. And yeah, having more physical damage for Hell will be really nice. Max Armageddon first. I mean, Armageddon is getting damage boost from Volcano, but Armageddon actually seems like a decent skill. I mean, we don't know how much else is getting changed here. Am I still taking things for donations to the community? Sure, if you have some stuff you want to donate around. Okay, /players. Make sure we're down to players 1 for the kill. If you can work with one of the mods, that'll be the best way to get those over. Yeah, I do believe after having played through with a little bit of this, you could be maxing Armageddon right now and it would be crushing. The only issue is you get damage there, but that's really it. It's only one synergy. So you're not boosting all your other skills as much, but you're getting this big Armageddon, which is nice. Wow, 3 amps. It's okay if she spawns. Alright, 2 more Volcano. It's a very weird thing, I know. Normally, in any case, when you spawn a monster, whatever player count you spawn them on is how it's going to be. So if I spawn Andariel on players 1 and then go to players 8, it doesn't improve or change or any, like, she's gonna drop players 1 gear, all that stuff. But with the Countess, even if you spawn her on P8, when you kill her is when it actually seems to affect her rune drop. It's very strange. It's the only character I believe in the game that has that weird interaction. Ouch. Conviction plus that. And you still get the experience, though, of killing her on player's 8. So you can go down, spawn her on P8, and then do it. Okay, another into Volcano. 5 more into Vitality. P1's just a better drop for her because of how her rune dropping works. I don't know, man. It's strange interaction. This is true in OG as well. Yep. P7 or P8 for farming keys. P7 is going to be a little bit easier, and it'll be the exact same key dropping. So P7 is the way to go unless you just want to get as much EXP as possible. 5 strength, 5 fire res. It's not bad. Keep it for now. Okay, we'll go down to players 1. Summon Druid's viable now. I mean, I'm doing a Raven only Druid right now that's gone through Nightmare pretty handily, honestly. What happened to Ravens? They made it through Nightmare.
You inspired me to make this character Llama. I did P8 all the way through Nightmare until A4 Hell. The DPS is insane.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of the highest DPS characters for sure.
Good day.
Okay. We're like so close on so much stuff there. Let's go like this. Up to players 8 again. Man. Such good damage. All good, kid. Appreciate it. Experience shine? No.
Thanks for giving me the knowledge and confidence to get new enjoyment out of one of my favorite games of all time.
Aw, thanks, David. That's all I want to do, man. I just want people to discover the new and awesome ways to play the game. Because this game is so fun. But so many people play it in only one dimension. You know? They just play multiplayer, get rushed, and that's it. Right? It's like not playing through the game, not grinding their gear, not like having to fight bosses with weird characters, and it's just such a good game, though. Is Fire Druid more damage than Wind? At this point, 100%. When we get to Hell, debatable. Ooh, superior build. Hell could be tough to open socket. And we could still make a strength and like give it to a mercenary, and honestly it wouldn't be the worst thing if we want to run around with a mercenary at any point. But honestly, I still think with guided playthroughs, if you really want a mercenary, I think Act 5 is better.
You mean there's other characters to play besides Sork and Pally?
Truth, yes. And always the Sork or Paladin. But there's so many fun characters to play. Yes, you'll get both of them crazed. Can Pride go in a spear though? Or is it pole arms only? Double check that first. Pole arms? Okay. Oh, it can into spears now? I think it's always been spears. Hey, soul rune, nice. Okay.
Good day.
So honestly, I think this helm is probably the helm that we're making in. So we still just need a Thol or another 10 to life.
Not in town.
Spears on guided playthrough. We'll do one at some point here. We'll put that over there for now. See what we want to do with it. Thoughts on if there will be a 2.5? I definitely think there will be one. Alright, Volcano, Volcano. Vitality. People all about that instant gratification. Yeah, it's like people forget that the fun, and I mean, I say forget. You can have fun however you want to have fun. But I think a lot of people don't go for the fun of actually grinding, which in my opinion is where most of the fun is. It's the struggle and the grinding and the rewarding nature of overcoming whatever stuff. I thought you already killed the Countess in this lobby. No, I restarted the game. Because all the mobs are back, so. Yeah, I can make a rhyme now if I really want. Which isn't crazy important because cannot be frozen. Isn't really, you know, like a big issue for us here. Since we're casting. But it is still nice in the event of, you know, if we want to be a little safe or something. It's 25 all res, but Ancient's Pledge is 43, so I prefer the more resistances on casters generally. But yeah, there's just something nice about just, you know, chilling, pounding some dudes with your homies, having a good time. Finding some cool things, getting excited over, you know, 4 open socket, random junk, whatever. The 25 MF is nice. I will give you that. I do like that. Getting excited over like a broadsword or something. Oh yeah, I mean, we could also just make both of them if we wanted, which would totally be fine as well. Io, Ral, Am. What a drop.
Good day.
Players 8. Io Dole. We have too many Amaruns now. Can't get a Thorun to save our life though, huh? Alright, let's just do this. I don't need all these anyways, so let's... Oops. Ral, Ort, Tal, Tal. We're one Ort short there. But I also want Ort Soul. So... And we have Shale Eth if we want to make a rhyme.
Your presence honors me.
Let's do a couple more here. See how it goes. Trav is a really good spot for Volcano. For jaw runes, yeah. No, attack speed is added the same now from all sources. There's no difference of like, well, on the weapon it's 20 and blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure they got rid of all that, and it's just, you know, obviously your weapon has its own speeds on it, so you have to remember that. That weapons, you know, will be like minus 20, plus 10, and that has a determinant factor, but beyond that, if there's plus IS on the weapon or not, it's irrelevant. It's just the same as IS anywhere. Will this be on YouTube? Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm a RTS MOBA player, so you're just gonna get clicking and nonstop. Just how it's gonna be. Crushing blow on a weapon only applies locally. So yes, only that specific weapon. Players 1. I've done some hardcore guides as well. Hey, there it is. Alright, Thulrune. And we are good to go, chat.
Not in town.
So now, Tal, Thul, Ort, Am, 34 FCR. Ral, Ort, Tal, Ancient's Pledge. Ort, Soul for a lore helm. And even though this helm isn't like a fire helm, it gets us Summon Bear, which is actually really nice. Because again, that saves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. You know?
Good day. Not in town. Not in town.
Okay. So we do that. And then I don't actually feel the need to make this swap yet. 10 FCR, 8 cold res. Slightly better. Save that if we want to craft again. Trash the rest. Yeah, and it's got NATO on it, which would have been nice if we were going into NATO, but whatever. So now we can continue forward. Players 8. I believe I did it, but we'll do it again. Can't summon wolves and they're good. Yeah, but I'm okay with it. I just want a big old bear to help us out. Just a great tank. So I always like, or a lot of times I like to recommend getting, you know, just a point and bear eventually. Just for like ancients and stuff when you get to hell later. We'll go another point volcano. And more vitality. And the reason that I haven't swapped over yet is I don't feel quite enough in danger. Usually around like Act 3 or Act 4 is when I'll swap off of the leaf staff. Yep, we'll be playing all sorts of guided playthroughs. So like I said, I've got a guided playthrough. I've done a hardcore, I think like Amazon through hell, hardcore smiter, hardcore trap assassin, hardcore, I mean not counting like the speed runs. These were like more, you know, really focused on being safer. No Oak Sage though. I mean, Oak Sage dies quickly. You can run Oak Sage if you want. Was the Foden hardcore? I don't think the Foden was hardcore. But we did do a Foden through hell, yeah. Hey man, I'll do stuff in the order I want to do stuff. That's always the case there. Go ahead and grab the waypoint. Is it a physical spears on or charged strike spears on? Makes you want to get some pho? Pho. Does sound good. I mean, because Charged Strike Spears on could probably be not bad. Physical Spears on playthrough, probably a little sad. No Conduit. Trying to think what I would run on that. I mean, Impale can always hit, which is nice. And Fend is not terrible, so... Obedience? Yeah, Obedience I think would be decent, but getting the runes for Obedience is the harder part. Even though it's not like terribly high runes. just to have those for Nightmare. Would be hard to get. Yeah, it's less the hit and more like just the damage that I'd be worried about, honestly. Yeah, Fend is better. They improved it. Go get the runes. You just have to like gift them over to yourself, sort of thing, you know?
Moo.
So, I'm level 80 Hydra, Orb Sork.
Nice.
All points into Hydra and Fire Skillers. I can't do anything other than Andy and Mephisto. How do I clear Ball, Chaos? My gear is budget. What spec should I go to?
I mean, Hydra Orb should definitely be able to clear Bale and stuff. It might be a little bit slower. But maybe you just don't have enough points into Orb there? I mean, is your Orb maxed? Because with a maxed Orb plus a little, I mean, you should be able to do. It seems like you're too much into Hydra. I would say getting more into Orb might be better. Barely any points into Orb? Oh, that's the issue. Yeah, you need to. Your Orb should be maxed with, you know, maybe a few points in Cold Mastery. And then your Hydra and Fire Mastery are probably maxed. If you go to exclamation mark guides, I should have a Orb Hydra guide on Icy Veins. And you can kind of go through some of that. Yeah, Orb is going to be more your main source of damage, I would say. I mean, Hydras are not bad. But you'll run into, you know, all those fire immunes and then just be really sad sitting there. And without a good Orb, you're not going to be able to do anything to them. But you can also, of course, just keep farming like Mephisto, because quick Hydra kills on Mephisto are very nice. And you can try and get a little bit better gear, you know. Wait, let's I haven't looked much into that. Any more PvP soon? Yeah, I'll PvP tonight. I have a haircut at 5, and then I'll come back and I'll do some PvP. Still players 8? Yep. And we'll go more vitality and another volcano. This guy's melting them. He just does, man. And if you want to farm Nightmare and Dario, because she does have some drops, great place to find like your SOJ and stuff like that. You can of course grab the waypoint for Andariel. She's a pretty easy melt for this character. I mean, this is players 8 right here, and I'm going to show you like how easy this will be. Let's kill some minions first. Enjoy a little experience boost. Yeah, she's weak against fire, so it's just the perfect character for killing her. I mean, again, this is players 8 in Dario. Just melting. Players 1, players 3, she'll be dead in 2 seconds. Crushing. Crushing. Nope, she always has minus 50 fire.
Good day.
Oh, that's nice, yeah. Save our jewels if we want to craft more. And we can actually put on this 18 FCR. What does this put us at? 63 FCR? Oh boy. Trying to remember all the breakpoints. Druid. 68 and then 99. So we need 5% more, which this puts us now at 97 FCR. Ah, we're too short. But it does get us to the 68 at least. Unfortunate. Needed a 20.
If you talk to Deckard Cain about Andariel, he actually gives you a hint that she's weak to fire.
Really? That's actually funny. We'll go ahead and make the swap now. And again, you can see now our resistances are flying. Right? Look how good our res are now. And we have faster hit recovery at 110. So we're recovering very quickly. I mean, it's just fantastic. Your Druid's at 99 FCR. That's, don't bother to go any higher, really. What's the next FCR breakpoint? Is it like 152? Dang wizard. 163? Okay. So I guess you can go up to that if you're maybe trying to like duel and stuff. Another point into Volcano. But I rarely feel like I go to the 163 breakpoint. Yeah.
Tie for the guided playthroughs. They are great for falling asleep to.
Well, hopefully also for building a character. But thanks, Mountain Dew. Rain that fire down. Look at Bear go, man. And I mean, look, we're already level 50 in Act 2 of Nightmare. This is like the only character, one of the only characters that you can be level 50 in Act 2 of Nightmare so quickly. But you just, he just does players 8 so easily, man. It's just fabulous.
Ooh.
Actually, we'll grab another tower in. Thank you, Robbie. Is Fire Druid better at magic than Fire Sorceress? I mean, she can teleport very easily, which is definitely super helpful, but he is very strong. I mean, he is very, very solid. Thanks, cute guys. Got waypoint for Far Oasis, so because of that, I'm just gonna Go looking forward, see what we can get there. And make our way up. Max Bear, Max Valk. Oh, Max Valk 100%. There is no summon stronger than a Max Valkyrie. She can solo the entire game herself. Can she solo Ubers? Probably not Ubers, but more vitality, another volcano. Are a lot of firemen will the physical damage be enough? We shall see. We'll work on boosting it and see how it goes. No cent! With 1,000 biddies. Who is it?
Hey Lana, long-time YouTube watcher. Wanted to show some love for all the guides in laughs.
Aw, thank you. You have 5 points in Valk. Should you really max her? I mean, you don't have to max her. She's still solid at 5 points and whatever. But I'm saying if you have at least 17 points in her, not hard points, just points overall, she will get an upgraded weapon that's just crushing. And just help improve her, and then she's just going to be so strong anyways and whatever. But again, you know, it just kind of depends how you're wanting to play it, right? Because you are going to have to sack a few points here and there from somewhere else. So you just use a Valk now, don't bother with Mercenary? Yeah, I mean, she could just... She's very, very strong. Do points beyond 17 matter? Sure, I mean, it's still going to improve her overall. Plus, you have all the, you know, other synergies for her as well if you want to keep improving her, which, you know, I wouldn't really say put a bunch of points there, but... Yeah, they changed Mercenary AI, I believe, to be more engaged. How's Armageddon feel now? Great. They actually made it feel really solid. I wasn't sure it was going to be enough, but it is. Very impressed. Okay, let's go find that little hole. Zon's your favorite because of Valk? Yeah, I mean, honestly, just a Valk only run would take forever, but she's strong, man. Valk and Mercenary only or something. There it is. Is this players 8? Yep. Oh, honestly, for the Maggot Lair, I'm going to go down to players 1. Because who wants to do players 8 down here? We'll continue there, and I'll actually go 2 more points of strength so we can put on that belt eventually when we want it. Now, in the Maggot Lair, always feel free to just teleport as much as you would like. to avoid having to
Thoughts on
spend a
Diablo
million
Immortal
years.
mechanics are testing for D4? Name as Innocent BTW.
What? Thoughts on Diablo Immortal mechanics testing for D4? I don't think they're gonna put pay-to-win mechanics in D4, are they? That'd be a sad day. I think they already said they're not gonna do that. Now, could they walk it back? Sure, but... the mobile market is much more open to pay-to-win. Seems to just be like... I don't know, they're fine with it for some reason.
Move.
Battle staff, nice. Thank you, Bob Dole. Thank you, Scapella, for remembering that Twitch Prime subs do not auto-renew. We've had some Twitch Primes fall off today. A lot of Twitch Primes fall off today. 2 to fire skills. Not bad. So, if you have it, you can use it here, you can use it somewhere else. Just make sure you use it somewhere. Make sure somewhere it is being used. Okay, so now we're also going to look for a wand with lower resist charges. Note that this is just lower resist, not charges. So you can do this anytime, level 31 and up. Thanks, Try, for the prime. Ondos isn't going to be really worth anything there, but we're just looking for charges. And you can just reset town like this. Already in the new house? There's low resist charges, 132,000. You can get it for 60,000 without any of the additional stuff, but we have some gold, so we'll do it. This will just be useful for bosses and for some stuff in hell, just to have this for our fire damage to do a little bit more. I appreciate it, Try. Oh, maybe no sen. I mean, you know, I could definitely see them looking and taking some stuff from other games and seeing how it goes. I mean, the best games and the best everything usually steals a little bit from other stuff, right? It's kind of like... Oh, let's go back to Players 8. Actually, we're going to go to the Arcane Sanctuary, which is kind of annoying, so I'm going to stay on Players 1 for this. The, you know, it's like Diablo 2 has some of the most perfect itemization. Why, you know, steal from that and then adjust slightly? You have to be level 31 as well, Mountain Dew. At least. Which Druid build is strongest currently? I mean, I think still the Wind Elemental. But this build has definitely gained some boost. And again, remember you have a teleport staff here if you ever do want to just teleport through, you know, costs a little bit of gold, but so, yeah, I mean, even when I design and look at, you know, game systems and items and all of this stuff, like, when I was designing some of Llama RPG, there's definitely a little bit of the idea of... I actually stole from a couple different, like, kinds of itemization systems, and then added my own twist to it as well. But I took from itemizations that I thought were really fun. And Diablo 2 was one of those. I thought D2 has really good itemization. So, you know, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. Now, will Llama RPG ever see the light? Maybe. Light of day. I mean, honestly, I just need to pay somebody like $5 grand, 10 grand, whatever it is to develop it. Evo! But we just got a house, so... D2 clone, but with llamas? No, it's my own... Hey, second way. My own RPG that is, you know, unique in its own capacity. Brevik did say he wanted to develop another game, right? $5K is enough to develop an RPG game? I mean, it's probably not. I don't know. It's... Llama RPG is not going to be like Diablo 2 development. It's going to be much simpler in its look, style, everything, right? Alright, let's go back to Players 8. Unreal Engine 5? I mean, if that's what they want to develop it. So, I mean, the thing overall is I love the idea of designing the game. I don't care near as much in coding and developing the game. I've coded enough in my life, I'm kind of over it. So... Fire Druid starts struggling in hell. He'll probably start struggling in like Act 4. Nightmare here. Expectation. Respect from birds? No, this is a different run from that. I'm a data scientist? Exactly, I did enough coding. I'm tired of it. I was just saying a random number. But again, the game is not going to be... It should not take 6 months to develop Llama RPG if you're coding it. Is all I'm saying. It has a much simpler formula for a lot of stuff. Most of it is... Honestly, you could take from pre-made, you know, inventory systems and things like that. And then just do some slight adjustments on some stuff. So you use RPG Maker? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it has a little... We have a small prototype of it that I honestly was kind of digging. What will be the killer feature? I mean, its main focus is on combat and like fun grind combat and hopefully interesting items and PvP. Yeah, graphics are the least important part of the loop. That's always my thought, so... Oh boy. Oh, dual enchant, cold lightning hurts. Free to play? I mean, it'd probably be free to play. Another point in Volcano. More points vitality. And maybe just do some like skins for your character or something. If I have to pay someone to develop it, that is. I mean, graphics are still a point, but to me, they don't. I think the thing is, graphics don't have to be, you know, lifelike, amazing, beautiful graphics. Like, I think a lot of graphics are really beautiful that are, you know, very cartoony as well. Like, it just has to have a cool, its own unique style and look. Alright, we'll go down to players 1. And, as always, if you feel the need... You can go get, let's check that, 14 life, 30 to mana. Yeah, I'll swap that on, sure, why not? Wait, I cannot complete that request. Why can't you complete that request? Prepare my gear. Buggy game. Alright.
Good day.
Moo.
You can always chug thawing potions. Gets you 50 cold res for 30 seconds per potion that you drink. Thank you, Fuzzy Logic. And so we'll do some P1 right here.
The first time you make a rune word, sometimes that item cannot be repaired until you log out and back in again.
Gotcha. Weird bug. Turn on Armageddon. And easy. Probably not Drew, but maybe. Maybe. Yeah, the quick casting is really nice for this. Thank you, Ditch Boy.
I will find you yet.
Will Armor RPG have ladder and MVS? How would it have MVS? That doesn't even make sense. Oh my god, that's right. So it is that? Oh, it's the lore helm. Wait, why does lore cost 71,000? Oh, it's superior. It's annoying. But hey, give yourselves a clap. Act 2 is done. That was pretty easy. You're level 50. 53. Okay, and we'll go back up to players 8. And again, if you do want to drop down at all, you can go players 5 or 3 or 1 or 7, whatever you want, right? But out here, I think you'll have a good time with players 8. Especially because Fissure is going to wreck. If you get like really good flare jungle with a ton of dudes, you're just going to get so much experience.
Impossible.
Yeah, people still want source torches, so it'll still have a nice little amount. We'll get the jade figurine.
Looks like
We'll get more gold.
it's
Ethereal's gonna kind of drop some of it, but it'll still be worth a little bit. And we'll go ahead and put this on here. But yeah, honestly, just like fissuring out here will be enough. You're not really gonna have to use a lot of other skills, because they will just run across the fissure and that'll be that. Now that we've maxed out Volcano, we can start to look at what we want to put our third one in. We'll continue with Vitality, but we can take a look right here and think. So this gets damage from Volcano and Firestorm. This gets damage from Molten Boulder and Fissure. And this gets damage from Firestorm from all 4 of them. This gets damage from Firestorm and Volcano. And this gets damage from Molten Boulder, Fissure, and Armageddon. So we can either max out Firestorm, which will increase some of the fire damage here. It looks like Molten Boulder also only adds fire damage to this. I know it's kind of hidden. And Armageddon does boost the Volcano. So at this point, it's kind of a toss-up. I'm going to go with Armageddon. I really want to just try and boost up this Armageddon damage now. Fissure would also be totally fine to max out. We only have 6 more points anyways before it's maxed. So we could max that and then go into Armageddon if we wanted. But the added physical damage from every point in Armageddon I think will actually really be nice. And will get us a lot of like nice physical damage for all the fire immunes that we're going to come across. Whereas increasing Firestorm will be fine, but it's just going to be, you know, fire damage, right? So won't be doing near as much for us there. And I do like it there for the added damage to Volcano, even though it is fire. The large charm. Ooh, got a Paul. Nice. Hey man, Paul's great. Great little rune. You can make a wisdom with that if you're on ladder. Super nice. Okay, this one... We'll have to check this map, actually. Oh boy. Not my favorite spot to TP into. Always be careful jumping over that ledge there. There we go. And we're cursed, so still be very careful. All right. And we can take a quick look at our map down there and see what we got. So that's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at 5 it turns off. I wonder if this goes straight and turns off that way, actually. We can take a quick peek and see. Or this will just continue out right on its own. Worth a look. It probably is just continuing up into a dead end, though. That's my assumption. Okay, so that's just going like that. And yeah. Okay, so we'll go down the Great Marsh. Can you move the map like that on console? I am not sure at all. Looks like we don't have a Great Marsh skip, but that's okay. Easy to get lost in Act 3. Whatever happened to Ravenbuild? He finished Nightmare. Oh wait, we don't need to go in there. Ice Cube tray maps, exactly.
Hey Llama, I have been watching for about 2 years now, and I love your content. It's helped me so much with all my builds.
Aww. Thank you, that's very sweet, Juggalo. You see them as chocolate bars, whatever way you gotta see them. Chocolate bars, ice cube trays, they all work. Alright, not bad. Quick flare jungle. And here's where I was saying you can really have a great time if you get the right mob spawns. If you get the little like blue guy soul killers, here we go, yeah. Just running around on players 8 with all these guys. It can be slightly dangerous here and there, but probably don't care for that, but whatever. Can be super nice. How many viable builds for endgame farming? I mean, there's a lot. Oh wait, no, we want to go back to the flare jungle. Hey SMT, how you doing? Viable and efficient? I mean, it's just... There really is a lot. Like, because again, you have to think like, okay, is a fire sorceress viable? Well, not in some areas, but can she go murder like Stony Tomb and stuff? Sure, you know? So, okay. That works. A cold source works. A light source works. A meaty orb source works. A orb hydra source works. You know, I mean, there's tons right there. A Hammerden works. A Foden can work. A Smiter is viable if you want to just go do some like boss kill stuff. Go do Ubers and things. You know, Or no, yeah, I mean, there's really a lot of viable builds. Yeah, Javelin, hell, it's so slow. Yeah, physical Boson is one of the harder characters to play through the game. Best thing I can say to do if you want to have some fun with it is go get yourself a Bariza. You can either go trade for one or whatever, or if you have one somewhere, but if not, you can just go farm Nightmare Mephisto over and over again. Ooh, that's a great little small charm. 8 life, 9 fire res. And we're going to keep going Armageddon. And once you do that, you can just strafe, and you'll be able to strafe your way through hell and be decently fun. You could also find a Gold Strike. So if you do, once again, Nightmare Mephisto, Gold Strike, Arch, or Bariza are the 2 bows I would say you could go for. And then you can upgrade the Gold Strike to an Elite Bow. And with that, you should be able to clear hell as well. But yeah, it's just it's a very tough character to solo self-found playthrough. It requires a little gear farming. But again, you know, that's just like, is gear farming always terrible? No, it just depends how fast you're trying to really look to get through the game. If you want to get through the game as fast as you got Widowmaker, yeah, I just don't like Widowmaker enough for the damage just falls off there. Open socket, but only 1 to Shockwave. Witchwild, it didn't impress me enough. I tried running Witchwild on my physicals on as well for just like solo self-found budget playthrough, and it just didn't quite have the same impact. It's still not a terrible bow, but yeah, Plague would do nicely on the Mercenary there. Is full Mavs viable? Another point in Armageddon. Yeah, full Mavs is actually really nice for a freezing arrows on. I actually really love it for a freezing arrow. It's like a really good budget endgame setup. Me too, Z-Paz, me too. Now you could also run Insight Bow for SSF. I haven't tested it though, but Insight, you know, you're not gonna have IAS or anything there, but it does have, you know, decent damage. You get a little bit extra to crit strike, though you're already gonna have that. But the ED is really nice on it, and then it helps a lot with the mana. So. Yeah, you just gotta go farm a little bit. Go do some cows for bases, go do some Mephisto for a better bow maybe, whatever it is. And that's, of course, without saying go find high runes and that stuff, because, yeah. Nah, it's an okay shield. Not for us, but you get the plus to skills, which is nice, so. I mean, if you're just looking for a quick, easy +1 to skill shield for a sorceress, rather than having to go like 70 strength for Saigons, you know, it's not bad. So this is an example of a player's 8, though, fire resistant mob, and you can see that we're able to do some damage to them and stuff, so that's nice. You know? It's good to be able to kill fire res. I mean, there's a lot of really good cow farming. Blizzard is nice, Nova can be really fun. Like, just get some good AoE. Frozen Orb is a fun one for it. But Nova is really nice. But the problem is, another point, Armageddon and Vitality. The problem is you are going to be up close and personal with cows with Nova. So you have to be ready for that. Because cows can murder you pretty quickly if you're not like prepped for it. So it's very much with Nova, you have to be on top of the ball, you know. Lame Essence Tome. Hey, little rattle cage action. Come on. Okay, we'll go back over here and talk to Mashif. Okay. Get our stats. Ouch, karma.
Impossible.
And let's see what we can get down here.
Cows can mortar you, but can they caw-caw as good as birds?
Nobody cacaws as good as the birds, man.
Impossible.
Those birds were doing work. Moo. Thanks, Karma. We didn't get to see birds versus cows yesterday. You are correct. Magic Find is overrated? Nah, it ain't at all. Magic Find is fantastic. I saw that experience shine. We'll get it on the way back.
Trying to use Unbending Wool with my Zerk Barb. Not feeling the taunt. Good alternatives besides Grief and Oath?
I don't like that. That's the biggest issue. I feel like the Act 2 is just not as strong. Or the Act 5, like Zerk Barb for playthrough like that. I much prefer, unless he's super stacked with like Head Striker Grief. But I much prefer the two-hander actually for that.
Impossible.
But Grief and Oath, I mean, again, Head Striker is going to be your true best in slot there for the Mercenary. They're pattern to sewers, kind of.
Yes. Not good day.
If you find chest, then you can get a pattern. So it's right of the chest. So running clockwise makes more sense down here because the chest tile versus that tile. But sometimes it's just in the middle. And, yeah, I mean, it can still just be a screwy map no matter what. So there's the chest right there. So, you know, we got a little unlucky. But essentially what this means is it's going to be facing to the right of this. So I'm guessing it's down below here, like backwards, you know, down and over like this. But it could also be in the middle and just messing with us. Looks like it does go down at least. Oh, it does not go down. So it is going to be a middle map then. Unlucky. Oops. So again, you're just gonna get this stuff. Just gonna get these maps. Such is the nature of it. Thank you. Middle map is favorite. Middle map's the worst. Just the worst. Okay, and for Travancore, I'm gonna go down to players 1. Just don't feel like doing players 8. Though I do wonder if they already spawned from the direction I was in. If they did, that'll just be how it is. Can always reset worst case if it's too bad, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. And we are 57 already. Now, whenever you have dolls behind you, one of the best things you can do to help yourself is to actually put the fissure right in front of you. So that way when you start moving and they start chasing, they'll get hit, but they're not going to immediately just pop all over you and murder you in an instant. So that's usually a good way to deal with dolls, is not fissure directly where you are, but slightly in front. Another point Armageddon. More vitality. I mean, dolls still do damage just from attacking you, but their explosion when they die is very deadly. So, if you can keep that from exploding on top of you, it'll help you a ton. Yeah, and their explosion is physical damage, so it hurts. So like right there, like this is death if I fissure on top of myself. So I'm gonna fissure in front of myself, and now they'll all explode behind me. Max block is always recommended on paladins. It's just so easy to get. Now, if you want to farm Mephisto, of course, you can always come over and get the waypoint in level 2. Oh, that's so many dolls. Jesus. And then you can do Mephisto running. Great way to get some nice items. Nightmare Mephisto is one of my favorite spots to gear up if I'm ever looking for just anything. I mean, you can find Jalal's there. You can find, I mean, just so many good items can drop at Nightmare Mephisto. Nightmare Indariel has some good stuff, and it's more kind of like a target farming spot if you want like those SOJs or, you know, whatever. But, and you can get like Viper Magi and stuff. But yeah, I just like farming Mephisto so much more. His loot table really opens up a lot. Gold wrap, Viper Magi. Yeah, I mean it's just so many things are gonna drop off him. It's gonna be really helpful. Ouch. And there is a doll explosion. Perfect. There's a waypoint for ourselves. And if you can get a good waypoint that's going to be right next to your level 3, that's even better. So you can always reset your maps to try and get that. Like if that was the entrance to level 3, I would just be like, perfect. Now we can go farm a ton. See, and that's one of the problems, honestly, with Armageddon. Is Armageddon's going to kind of kill you in some of those cases right there. If you get some bad doll hits. So you do have to be very careful. Oops. Let's just reset. Why not just keep... I mean, we could. The biggest thing is teleports are expensive. So. Yeah, this is one of the few places that running around with Armageddon, maybe not the best idea. Put a fissure in front of us. Let the dolls explode behind us. Oh, nightmare maps are so big for this. There we go. Nope. It's gonna be all the way over there. So like this is an example of a terrible map that I would 1000% reset if I wanted to kill Mephisto over and over again. because it's insanely far from the waypoint. Now, of course, feel free to kill these Trav members as well, if you would like. Kill this one as well. And then Mephisto, if you want to man up on him, you can go straight at him. If you want to teleport across and just fight him from afar, you can also do that. Kind of up to you, right? So if you want to just come over here, you can just cast Fissure and Volcano over there. Make it easier. For sure, Knapp. Nice, Uber. So, if you want to do that method, no shame. But it can be a little faster because you have all these spells to use on him. If you want to get up in his face. Firestorm's actually pretty good damage straight up on bosses. And just like that, give yourselves the clap once more. Act 3, all done. Now, it's gonna be a little spicy. I mean, you are a good level, so of course, you know, you can go to like P1. One to bow and crossbows. But it's gonna be a little bit tough here, as now a lot of like fire resistant mobs start to really come into play. But we are very over leveled, so our damage should still be able to handle a lot of them, which is the nice part. But I wouldn't be player's aid out here. If you want to still, you can. I don't know if I want to go to any conventions yet. Still probably waiting a little bit. There's Z2. You can see we still have decent damage, still capable of handling some mobs ourselves. GymCon? Yeah. Smaller. Does the players count bugged? No, this is P1. Act 4, there's just a lot of fire resist, so it makes it harder. We'll look around for Isual. Thanks, Jeffers. Me too. Me too. Alright, we'll come back for it. Nobody could ever know, Pusaroni. Nobody could ever know why. I still get a little bit of experience killing stuff right now, which is nice. I don't know. I imagine the collective D2R community smells a little bit better than the average. Just because, you know, Smash community is not here. Definitely smell better than the D3 community. True that. Just found Eth Head Striker? For real? What a find. It's legit. Where is the waypoint? There it is. Wow, huge. Killing it. Look at that damage. Nasty. Nasty.
I have no pity for him.
Thanks, Depth.
Is his reward.
Bear's great, man. I love Bear. I mean, Lightning Fury is still probably highest DPS. I don't think anything ever beats that. Cold Source needs a polar bear. That'd be a fun mod. Or just a little penguin. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'd play it. I'd run penguin build. Yeah, so you can go put 1 point into bear. I get the bear from my helmet, which is really nice, but I would say definitely around this point, if you don't have a point there, going ahead and putting a point into bear is not a terrible idea. And honestly, even getting the points leading up to bear is really not bad, because one funky thing about this game, with this one tree, just this tree, Don't ask, does it work with another tree as well? It does not. But just for the summon tree, every skill point in Wolf, Direwolf, and Bear, hard or soft, synergizes. So if you put 1 point into Bear, 1 point into Wolf, 1 point into the other Wolf, and then you have plus 20 to skills, all of those plus 20 skills will synergize with the other ones. That does not work with any other tree. Every other tree, every other skill, it's only hard points. But for this one tree specifically, soft points, yeah, you can't make Spirit Rune, yes, do have a effect. So having 1 point in each of those really isn't as bad because, well, they're going to boost each other, right? I imagine it is intended. But no clue. This is on P1 right now. He was on P8 for a lot of the run, but in Act 5 you want to kind of back off a little, or Act 4. Another point into Armageddon. See what we can grab. Dull Rune, rip. Fire Druid S tier. Wow, look at all the skulls. It was literally perfect skull, 2 flawless skulls, and a skull. Actually hysterical. I don't know if I've ever had a full set drop like that. We got Scold. This dang helm is so expensive. We'll have to just repair it with the Row Rune later.
Imagine if they brought back Deckard Cain in Diablo 4 and he became Deckard the White.
That'd be cool. Okay, more points in Armageddon. Rune can drop from Nightmare Forge. Highest rune. I have a lore helm, but it's in a superior base, so that's its problem. Like the longest I've ever survived in the Arcane Sanctuary without getting this cursed off. That man wants to do it though. Nice, we're gonna get one wave with it. That's awesome actually. Oh no! No, don't curse me! Okay, bear got cursed, kept us
Is
alive.
the Anya quest resistance bug solved in D2R?
I don't actually remember if they solved the if you die issue in it. No, I finally got cursed. I don't actually know if they solved that or not. I want to say yes, but hard to remember. See, so this is one of those cases where fire immune, but look at that physical damage, just tear him apart. Really, it's not bad at all. I have a low resist wand. I just haven't used it yet because I don't know, they've been dying so quickly. Oh man, hardcore. That was always solved in hardcore. Everyone's going to get in front of them. Nice, Miles. GG. I mean, look at that damage. Good lord. The physical damage is just off the charts, man. It's nice. Get something good here. Oh, so many bad belts. Right, Roush. Hey man, we made it like halfway almost. That was crazy. Bro, Bear just sat there frozen. There's always something so satisfying about killing Diablo in hell with fire, you know? Set up a safety TP just in case. Easy. Sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire. Oh, nice. Mwah! Look at that. It's beautiful. Oh wait, it actually repaired it. Oh well.
Not here.
And just like that, Act 4. How easy was that? Now leveling at Eldritch forever? if you want to, and again, we can actually go back to players 8 or players 3, whatever we want here. I just went to players 8. As we're kind of away from all the terrible fire damage or fire resistances there. So a great place to get some experience again. But we will go ahead and discuss that when... Give yourselves the clap for Act 4. How about that? We will discuss the leveling up here when we get to Eldritch really fast. I do hate foul crows. They're so fast. They actually hit really hard. Especially when we are cursed. Check out the antlers. 3 to tornado. Man, we just cannot stop tornadoing, can we? Moo Girl scheduled a haircut for me, and she can't keep calling it my grooming appointment. She's like, I got you and Darcy both grooming appointments set up for next week. Shut up. Stop it. Are they at the same place? Well, yeah, but... Not engaged. Another point into Armageddon and Vitality. And here we are at that spot. So, if you want, you can always just have P8 and just come up here and murder these guys. Oh, look at that. Mage plate. That's gorgeous. And just farm this over and over and over again. Okay, we need a little more strength, but what a beaut. What a beaut for us. So you can always just farm Eldritch over and over. And honestly, I mean, I'm 60 right now. You can farm him up to 65, 66, 67, 70, whatever on P8 there. Until he really just stops giving some experience, you know. I feel very satisfied at level 60 right now. I mean, that's... Wow, it's really laggy. Something was going on with those graphics. If you want to save the barbs, feel free.
Move.
I don't know what was lagging up the game there. It looks like it's the prisons. Thank you, Izarat. Wow, the prisons are laggy. That's weird. But it's not all the time, it's just every now and then. It's always so strange. Ooh, a rare Demon Hide Sash. That looks nice. Okay. My PC is great. It just... The game has weird optimization issues. It's always so strange. Or every now and then, just certain graphics just lag it up like crazy. Fire seems a little underwhelming. This is players 8, man. Alright, let's check out this. 10 to life, 28 fire res. Perfect. Both of those are very good stats for us. Lovely. Yeah, it looks like Act 5 is just having trouble, man. Thanks, UNSC. Okay. Ooh, Moonlords. Okay, another point Armageddon, and we'll go to Strength now, so we can wear this Q Hagens. Yeah, Moonlords are nasty. Especially when they have fanaticism. Okay. This game from here much less scary. Perfect. So now if we want, we can go and do Frozen River. And just be careful with players 8 champion Bloodlords, as they are extremely disgusting. But honestly, this character handles them like a champ, man. Whew. Like a champ. Resistance is looking decent. We'll be right around 0 with them in hell. But with this, that'll put us around the teens for all our res, which won't be too bad. Why no Cyclone Armor? You could run Cyclone Armor if you want. I mean, a single point knit's, you know, going to be very minimal and not do a ton, so... partially my thoughts, but I mean, it is something that you can just always cast on, and it's a little extra, so if you want to put a couple points into it or something, you totally can. I just feel, I don't know, I feel good without it. If this is hardcore, I might do it more. Let's go save Miss Anya. Man, we're really struggling with the lag in Act 5. Yeah, I mean, players 8, your experience bar is gonna pump it up.
Not here.
Perfect. And now we'll have, like I said, around the teens in resistances going into hell, which will be really nice for us. Thorun.
Help me! Seeing you play Fire Druid, I can't help but remember Chairlift Girl.
How does this remind you of Chairlift Girl? What, that doesn't even make sense. It's ridiculous. Yeah, mercenaries should benefit from it. Another point Armageddon, 5 more points in strength, and we can now wear Q-Hagens. It does slow us down a little bit, which to me says we need to go get some faster run walk boots because we're just a little bit too slow otherwise. So we can actually just go shop those. And this is something that you can always do throughout the game, especially once you get to Nightmare. I'm not sure, Ralph. Not sure where those are at right now. And we can literally just come here and just look.
Congrats on the new digs.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Snow. And while we shop, we'll shop with faster run walk. Just make it a little faster. You can also look at belts. Maybe there's like, you know, Demon Knight's Ash with 70 life or something, 80 life.
Not in town.
But you can find good boots, gloves, belts, all very easily right here.
Good day.
And there's 240 fast run walks, so we will grab these ones. And now we'll put on the mage. Move this over. Oof.
Move.
An anonymous user
Oh.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Captain Spock 69.
Thanks, Anonymous. And so just like that, we've got some 40 fast run walks, and now we also have an additional +1 to skills, which is great, right? Boost up all of our stuff. It's very nice, very helpful. And because we're using so many of our fire skills as well for damage, it's even more helpful because it literally doesn't just increase the one main skill that we use like Fissure, but also our Firestorm, our Armageddon, our, you know, I mean, all of these things. And then our bear's a little bit tankier too. Plus, Q-Hagen can be socketed, exactly. So we can do a socket quest on it and then shove some resistances or life or whatever we want in there. You are not wrong at all. God, it's so laggy around these walls.
Impossible.
So weird. We'll take it into hell. Eventually here. Probably tomorrow or something.
Impossible.
No, it's just... I don't know. Today, D2 decided to wake up and start lagging at that spot. Before, it was like the River of Flame whenever I saw the lava. Then that fixed itself, now it's here. We'll grab waypoint. And Ort Rune. D2R woke up and chose latency today. Exactly. And Ariat Summit is laggy, so let's go ahead and play it in the old graphics. Remember, we're just going to do it in Players 1. Probably good enough. Okay, Talik's Fire Enchanted, so we will reset it. As that is no thank you. Better. So you can always reset Ancients if you run into that. On Hell, you'll always have him fire enchanted, but on Nightmare, he'll only be fire immune, I should say, if he's got like fire enchanted or something like that. So and I know I have physical damage there, but there's no reason to fight Talic with it and make it a whole thing. I'll do it later, but for now, might as well get the fire damage as well out while we can. And there you go. Ancients down easy. Another point. More points there. No, you don't get any bonus from higher player count Ancients. And I'll go to players 5. Down here. Ouch, Midora. Still some good experience. Pick up the charm and level 2. 11 to mana, no thank you. And now here is definitely a place I like to get the waypoint. One, just for like safety purposes. You get a terrible throne, you have to reset it, stuff like that. It can always just be really helpful. But additionally, doing Bale Waves and Bale Runs, it's really good, right? It's just like a nice thing that you can do to help out. So you might just find that. Another point to Armageddon, more vitality. And now our Armageddon damage is over 1,000 damage on its physical hits. And then fire damage is over, 1,100, plus the burn damage as well. So Armageddon's actually really starting to rack up in its damage here. Yep, I was gonna say this one seems like a weird map like that, so we can go ahead and do that. The normal difficulty of this playthrough was a while ago, so I will have to shift that around. Do I worry about placing Fissure Volcano on top of each other? It's generally good to try and space them out a little bit. I mean, because they do have next hit delay, so they can kind of cause... I mean, it's not like it ruins anything. It just... you don't get quite as much damage out, you know? So generally I try and put the Fissure a little bit differently spaced. I kind of like this map, honestly. I know we have Throne right there, but part of me wants to like keep killing stuff down here. Feels like there's a lot of experience to be gained on level 3. The perfect kind of mob types for this character. So, again, it's kind of one of those, if you find a spot that you're really enjoying, really good experience, all that stuff, feel free to just keep jamming it, man. We'll come back to it, you know. Go for the waves here soon, but a little extra experience. Is there any reason to play D2 LED anymore? If you want to play any of the mods. This is different character, not the Raven Druid. These little dudes are just such good experience, man. So many of them. And again, if you are needing some gold or anything, you know, feel free to grab divine scepters and things like that. I mean, it's still probably worth a little bit even without any plus to skills on it. And we'll teleport over and go to the throne room now. But that was definitely some nice experience. Another point in Armageddon, more points to Vitality. And we've got some immune to fire, so we'll have to have our Armageddon damage help us out here. Armageddon, Volcano, and Molten Boulder are going to be the killers for that. And they're doing okay. Doing okay. Get up into here. And this is also players 5, you have to remember. So, killing fire immunes on players 5 like this is pretty good, honestly. Who's still up here? Dark Lord. So for wave 1, you can decide if you want to lower down to players 1 or not, just because there is going to be the fire immune. I'll just go ahead and stick on players 5. I feel like it's doing really well for us. And like we should be able to kill. Thanks, Codename. And not bad at all. Now I'm actually going to go up to players 8 for the next waves. As we just have so much damage here. Come on. Stab it. Oh my god. Die. Okay, runs work online. You can just hop in and do them for a little bit. And we'll get a couple potions. Still just going to be on players 8 for this wave. And then I'll probably drop down slightly for wave 4 and 5 just to kind of test and see how it does. Beautiful. So let's go to players 5 for wave 4. See how that does. Another point in Armageddon. Honestly, pretty strong. Could probably have gone higher if we wanted. But not too bad. I'm Italian.
You're the best. Will you stream Immortal?
I mean, we'll at least play around a little bit on it, you know. Now that it's on PC, we ain't gotta have a little fun with it. So we'll try players 5 here as well. Try and get a little bit of damage in. And again, it seems to be working. Alright, good enough. Maybe a little bit strong. Maybe should have gone like players 3. But this is what you can do. You can always just come in here and just test it out, you know. Wow. Failed teleports are just the worst, man. I hate... G2R needs to fix items. Teleporting charges. It's okay. We let him go in now. And we'll change to players 1. Just for when we do go in to fight him. But let's go back and get our body. I'm dead. Oof. Tough body. Tough body to get.
Impossible.
Gotta do a longer drag. Alright, we'll just do a death drag. Yeah, we'll just get them away. Perfect. Alright, and players 1 Bale is spawned.
Legendary world star. Guardian
And let's go get some potions. Kind of slow kill. I mean, he's not the strongest boss killer here. But does okay. This is, you know, Bale. Not bad by any means. I'd say that's pretty decent speed, personally. Easy. Easy. And just like that, I mean, level 66, end of Nightmare, flying through everything. Little Maelstrom fun right there. It's like, what more do you need, man? Thanks to Nerdy. Thanks, Del. What more do you need, baby? Let's do kind of a check at where we're at. Yeah, I've got a Javazon guided playthrough. So we have our stats are right here. Our skills are right here. Spirit, lore, crafted in 18 FCR, Ralort Tau, Jewagons, Bloodfist, FCR, 10 life, 28 fire res, FCR cold res, and 40 faster run walk. Nothing crazy. But like I say, level 66, got through Nightmare pretty well. Well, you have to remember there's no longer a global cooldown anymore. So if I can cast a Firestorm quickly, then I can immediately cast a Volcano, then a Fissure, then a Molten Boulder. Because I can cast all those things now, it actually matters how fast I can cast something. So. Anyways. That is the Druid Let's Play Fire Druid guided playthrough. Whatever you want to call it, through Nightmare. I hope this was helpful. I hope you learned some stuff. We can look and see. I mean, our damage is really starting to get up there, and we'll see how hell comes. We'll see how hell's going here soon. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace, everybody.